Hi everybody and welcome to my video. Today we are talking about henna and specifically what henna is. Henna is the English name used for the plant called Lawsonia inermis. The term henna is also used to describe the dye from this plant. Even if you don't know specific details about henna, I'm sure you all have seen that when henna is applied to the skin, it leaves an orange to a deep brown burgundy stain. This is as a result of the dye which comes from the henna plant attaching itself to the top layer of the skin. So for the purposes of this video, when I say henna, I mean the dye that comes from the henna plant. Now that we know what henna is, we need to distinguish between natural henna and chemical henna. Natural henna refers to a paste made using the Lawsonia inermis plant and natural ingredients such as lemon juice, tea, coffee, and essential oils. Chemical henna, on the other hand, is a paste made using the Lawsonia inermis plant plus unnatural chemicals to help preserve the henna paste and to force the dye out of the paste and onto the skin much more quickly. Chemicals to help preserve the henna paste and to force the dye out quicker onto the skin might sound like positives, but it can be very damaging to our health, which is why natural henna artists are often strictly opposed to it. The second distinction which we need to make is between a paste which has henna in it and a product called henna but which has no henna in it whatsoever. A paste which produces a stain ranging from orange to a deep brown or burgundy colour is henna. This therefore includes both natural henna and chemical henna, the difference being that chemical henna is far more likely to harm your health and is not recommended. If a paste stains your skin any other colour, then it is either not henna, for example like hagua, or even if it contains the Lawsonia inermis plant in it, the chemicals in the paste are on the extreme end of dangerous, for example black henna, and therefore should be avoided at all costs. Further, if a product sits on top of your skin but does not stain it, then again it is not henna. Examples include glitter henna cones and white henna, also known as white body art paint. So now that we hopefully understand what henna is, the next question is, where can we get the henna from? Now I'm specifically talking about natural henna and chemical henna. Starting with chemical henna, and although I would highly recommend that you do not purchase chemical henna, I also understand that natural henna is the more expensive option. As someone who has not always been able to afford simple things which others may take for granted, I can understand if you choose the cheaper option, at least in the beginning. I will just say to try and keep it safe by doing a test patch on your skin at least 48 hours before using any new product on your skin. Chemical henna is pretty easy to find and can be purchased from your local Indian store or even Amazon. Common brands include Mehndi and the Dullen cones. These are ready-made cones which can be used immediately. You can also buy henna powder to make your own henna paste from brands such as Dullen, but the powders are unlikely to be pure henna. I'm not going to go into detail as to why I say this because otherwise the video will become too long, so I'll try and do a separate video on that. Again, I do not recommend buying chemical henna, but if your circumstances do not allow you to buy the natural stuff, then I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. Now for the natural stuff. Natural henna in ready-made cone form is best purchased from a henna artist who makes their own cone and uses their own cone on clients. In other words, a natural henna artist. When it comes down to it, a natural henna artist should be able to tell you every ingredient which they have included in their cones. If they're not able to do this, then buy a cone at your own risk, because one of the points behind natural henna having such a high status compared to chemical henna is that each ingredient is not just safe but can be spelled out, therefore allowing you, the consumer, to identify if you are allergic to any of the ingredients. If that wasn't possible, then the so-called natural henna would be just as bad as the chemical henna because you don't know what each of them contains. There are many natural henna artists out there who sell their cones. Some of them have their own website to sell from, such as Henna by Afruza, and others solely use Instagram. Here is a list of some of the sellers which I had found. I will add other natural henna cone sellers in the description, so if you sell your natural henna cones, please message me and I will add you to the list, or simply leave your contacts in the comments below. As well as buying pre-made natural henna cones, you can also make your own. Certain brands are known for their high quality henna powder and the stain it produces. These include Jamila and Rajasthani henna powders. When you purchase these powders, you are strictly only purchasing the powder of the henna plant. In other words, your henna powder will not be mixed with other chemicals. Henna powders that you buy from your local Indian store, however, may be mixed with other chemicals. So that's it for this video. It's meant to be a very basic introduction for those who are brand new to henna. If you have any questions, please leave them below and also let me know what other videos you would like to see me do. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching and I will see you next time.